The forests of West Virginia were never truly silent, but the woods of Black Hollow Ridge felt even more unsettling, because the silence there wasn't empty. It felt alive. The air carried a strange heaviness, and the trees seemed to breathe, swaying as if something inside them was pushing from within. People avoided saying the name of this place out loud. It was said that anyone who dared to speak its true name after sunset would hear a child's laugh behind them and disappear before sunrise. Since 1890, more than 200 people had vanished here. Animals, children, hikers, entire families. Reports were written, searches were conducted, but no one ever found an explanation. Locals only whispered one warning. In Black Hollow, nothing walks in from outside. Nothing falls from the sky. What lives there has always been there. It's us who walk into its darkness. Jonathan Cole, a documentary filmmaker, decided he wanted to make a film about the most terrifying place in America. People begged him not to go. They warned him. They pleaded. But Jonathan picked up his camera and headed into the woods. At night, the road into the forest felt like driving through the breath of a ghost. Tapping sounds hit his car windows, even though nothing was there. His GPS froze. The radio turned to static. His torch's light barely cut more than 2 inches through the suffocating darkness. Jonathan set up camp, prepared his cameras, and on the very first night, he heard it. A child's laugh. Soft, innocent, but echoed weirdly, like it was coming through a rusted pipe. Sometimes in front of him, sometimes behind, sometimes so close it felt like someone whispered into his ear. Jonathan picked up his camera and stepped into the woods. Then he saw her, a little girl, maybe 9 years old, a dirty white dress, a pale, rotting face, completely black eyes, and a smile that didn't belong to a human. She stared right at him, then suddenly leapt up into a tree like an animal. Jonathan stepped back. Branches shook. The girl moved from tree to tree, silently, rapidly, while her laughter echoed all around him. "We've been waiting for you." Jonathan ran. His camera slipped. His breath broke. The forest felt alive, voices whispering from trees, from the ground, from the wind. He saw an old house ahead, rotting, broken, half its door hanging loose. He rushed inside. Portraits hung on the walls, old families, children, couples, but every single portrait had eyes that moved, following him, watching him, tracking his breath. Jonathan stepped closer to one portrait. The painted child blinked. Then every portrait in the house laughed at once. Footsteps creaked on the ancient floorboards, slow, dragging, heavy. Then the creature appeared. 8 feet tall, half human, half rotting flesh. Its upper face human, its lower jaw shredded open, muscles exposed. Empty eyes, breathing cold air that fogged the camera lens. It bent close to Jonathan. Its voice was deep, layered, wrong. "We don't fight. We only feed." Jonathan screamed. The creature placed a long, icy finger at the back of his neck. The camera recorded the final moment. Jonathan's trembling eyes, his scream, and the little girl appearing inches from the lens, her face stretched unnaturally, smiling. Then the camera fell. Jonathan was never found. Only the footage remained. After Jonathan's disappearance, one man came forward, Elias Walker, an ex-cop known for solving missing person cases that others couldn't. People warned him, too, told him the thing inside Black Hollow wasn't human. Elias simply said, "If it's not human, then I won't treat it like one." He entered the woods at night. Within minutes, he heard footsteps, light, quick, tapping across the treetops. His flashlight slipped from his hand, but before it hit the ground, it floated back and landed gently in his palm. Someone had caught it. The girl appeared. Her dress swayed even though there was no wind. Her eyes were solid black. Her smile was sharp and unnatural. She whispered, "You have anger inside you, not fear. We don't like that." Elias stepped back. The creature emerged again, followed by 15 shadowy figures, half human, half bone. These were the souls of the missing people from the past 130 years. Their eyes were hollow. They all moved toward Elias at once, their bodies twisted, broken, walking with jolting motions, backward feet, dislocated limbs. Elias fired his shotgun, but the bullets passed through the figures like smoke. The creature's voice echoed through the house. "In this forest, the rule is simple. Whoever enters belongs to us." Elias ran and found another old house. Lights switched on by themselves. Inside, he found Jonathan's diary. The pages revealed something horrifying. Everyone who dies here remains trapped, their souls bound to the creature. Jonathan's last written line was, "I will become their favorite." The moment Elias closed the diary, the rocking chair stopped moving. The girl was behind him. Her face cracked open, teeth long and jagged, her voice scraping like metal. "We've watched you for a long time." Elias broke the window and escaped. While running, the girl hung upside down from a tree, screaming, "Come back, Elias, your place is ready." He reached the highway and collapsed. A rescue team picked him up and took him to a hospital. But every night, when he closed his eyes, the girl's face appeared inches away, whispering, "You cannot escape." One night, Elias vanished from the hospital. The CCTV showed him leaving calmly, smiling. His eyes were completely black, and the little girl walked right behind him. Weeks later, a new portrait appeared inside the house in Black Hollow Ridge. Elias Walker, black eyes, a torn smile. Underneath, "Welcome home." Black Hollow Ridge no longer had 201 missing people. It had 202. And even today, at night, a child's laughter echoes through the forest. Anyone who follows it never returns as a human. If this nightmare shook you, subscribe now, because the terrors of Virginia aren't done hunting.